There is a place, far from highways and phone signals, where locals refuse to walk after sunset. Not because of wild animals, not because of criminals, but because of a single tree. A tree that, according to generations of villagers, does not just stand there quietly, it feeds. They call it the tree that drinks souls. This story isn't from a horror novel. It comes from real locations across the world, where ancient trees have been linked to unexplained deaths, missing people, and terrifying survivor accounts. Tonight, I'm going to tell you the most chilling version of this story, the one researchers still can't fully explain. In the western region of Madagascar stands a species known as the manchineal-like banyan, though locals have a darker name for it. Zanahari Mahina Ina, god that eats life. For centuries, villagers have avoided it, marking its presence with stones and bones, warning travelers to stay away. Elders say the tree is older than their language, older than their myths, and that it remembers every soul it has taken. The first recorded incident dates back to the late 1800s, during a colonial survey. A French botanist named Etienne Moreau documented an enormous banyan-like tree whose roots formed a hollow chamber at its base. According to his journal, 2 porters entered the hollow during a storm and never came out. When villagers returned the next morning, they found no bodies, only disturbed soil and a strange dark moisture seeping from the roots. Moreau dismissed the villagers' fear as superstition. That decision would cost him his life. A week later, witnesses reported seeing Moreau approach the tree alone, carrying measuring tools and a notebook. He was never seen again. His camp remained untouched. His notes ended mid-sentence, with one final line written shakily. The roots are warm. They are moving. What makes this story unsettling is what came next. When the area was excavated years later, no human remains were found. Instead, the soil beneath the tree showed abnormally high nitrogen and calcium levels, consistent with large-scale organic decomposition. But there were no bones, no teeth, nothing that should have remained. Modern scientists say certain trees can alter soil chemistry, but this didn't explain the quantity levels normally seen only in mass graves. Locals say the tree doesn't digest bodies. They say it absorbs life. In the 1960s, a similar case surfaced in India, involving an ancient banyan tree near an abandoned temple. Villagers reported that animals refused to go near it. Birds avoided its branches. Even insects seemed absent. Yet the tree was thriving, massive, green, unnaturally healthy. 3 men from a nearby village attempted to cut it down for firewood. Only one returned. The survivor told authorities that as soon as the axe struck the trunk, a thick, dark sap began to ooze out, and the ground beneath them softened, almost like wet flesh. He claimed roots rose from the soil, wrapping around the other 2 men's legs. When he tried to pull them free, the roots tightened. He ran. By morning, the tree showed no damage, no sap, no disturbance, and no trace of the missing men. Officials ruled it a stress-induced hallucination, but the man never spoke again. What makes these stories even more disturbing is a rare biological phenomenon known as free autophagy, a process where roots grow toward nutrient-rich zones, including decomposing matter. Some scientists theorize that certain ancient trees, over centuries, could evolve extreme sensitivity to organic material, even reacting to living organisms. But that theory collapses when you hear the final details shared across every version of this legend. People near these trees report sounds. At night, witnesses describe low murmurs like breathing. Others say they hear whispers in languages they don't recognize. Some claim the tree calls their name softly, patiently, until they feel compelled to walk closer. A 2007 expedition recorded audio near one such tree. The recording captured faint rhythmic pulses almost identical to a human heartbeat. Trees don't have hearts, and yet the sound was there. In Madagascar, the tree still stands. Satellite images show it growing faster than surrounding vegetation. No construction is allowed within a mile radius. Locals leave offerings at a distance, not to worship it, but to keep it satisfied. Because according to the elders, the tree does not hunt. They say every few decades. When the forest grows quiet and the wind stops passing through its branches, it means the tree is hungry again. And when someone goes missing nearby, a traveler, a hunter, a child, the leaves become greener than ever. Is it a misunderstood biological anomaly? convergence of fear, folklore, and coincidence? Or is it possible that nature, given enough time, learns how to take back what it gave? The tree that drinks souls has no warning signs, no sharp thorns, no poison fruit.
At it dot 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 dot.
All it needs is patience, and someone willing to step just a little too close. And if you ever find yourself standing before an ancient tree, roots twisted like grasping fingers, soil dark and warm beneath your feet, and the forest suddenly silent, don't listen if it whispers your name. Because some trees don't just grow from the dead, they grow because of them.